What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am so sorry, guys, that I am super duper late with this review of Real Housewives of New York City, you guys. But better late than never, right? But I am here, and then you guys join me tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Time as we go ahead and get into a brand new season and episode of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I have not finished my notes for Salt Lake City, but so far it didn't start out bad. But yeah, I definitely want you guys to tell me what you guys thought about this episode of New York City. It kind of annoyed me, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It literally annoyed me because I felt like the girls were just doing team too much for me. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in the live chat and in the comments section below, you guys. And with that out of the way, actually, before, yeah, did I say in my intro? If you guys are watching this video or any other video on this channel, you guys aren't subscribed yet, do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking it, the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing this video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about Real Housewives of New York City. What's up, Greta? You say that you thought that this episode was silly, as did I. I didn't understand anything that was going on in this episode because a lot of the things that they were upset about, I was just like, it ain't that deep, boo. It really ain't that deep. So this episode will start up with Sai. So Sai went out with Uba. So we see as the ladies are getting ready for a girls trip. So they're going to Anguilla. I remember that the Real Housewives of New York, not New York, but the Real Housewives of Atlanta went to Anguilla. Which season was that they went? Was it? It was season 6, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was 6, but I could be wrong. So Sai, I will say for me, Sai is kind of like getting on my nerves just a little bit because in this scene with her and Uba, she's once again talking about the fact of Jenna giving out the gifts and how inauthentic it feels and how she feels like Jenna wants them to promote her stuff. Jenna has not asked y'all to promote her stuff. Would Jenna like it if y'all promote her stuff? Possibly. But if you don't want to promote it, baby, you don't have to promote it. Jesus, it ain't like the woman gave you a contract and said, okay, I need you guys to do this for me because you signed a contract that you are going to promote my stuff. She hasn't done that. So it's really getting a little bit bothersome to me. You said it was, Greg said it was really petty. It really was. Like that's what's getting on my nerves with, like I said, with Sai, what's getting on my nerves with her is just the fact that she keeps talking about Jenna this, Jenna that. Jenna gives us gifts. Jenna gives us gifts. Oh, every time it's a Jenna brand. I mean, if Jenna gave me something that was from her brand, I'd be like, shit. I would consider myself lucky. I'm like, you know what? Maybe she think of me as a really good friend that she wants to give this to, right? And I would leave it at that. If she asked me to post it, I'd be like, you know what, girl, I ain't got no problem with posting it. Now I'll say now I do have a rate, but for you, this one time I got you. But the way that that Saj just keeps bringing it up, it just gets on my nerves. It's not that deep. So then she told Uba about the situation with her and Aaron and how Aaron was upset that she left her anniversary party. And I was so here for Uba when she told her that was, excuse me, y'all, when she told her that that was shitty. I was like, thank you, Uba. It was like you could have at least went up to this woman and said, you know what, Aaron, I'm a little hungry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and do what else I gotta do. But thank you for inviting me. How hard is that to say that? Greg says Saya is really jealous of Jenna. It's giving that, right? And for her to be such a content creator, I mean, even with me, and I'm not a big content creator, but I know that there are some brands that have reached out to me to do things with them, and yes, they'll send it to you. But the way that Sai just keeps, and she always wants to mention that she's a content creator. So I'm like, I would think that you would say, okay, Jenna keeps giving me this stuff. Let me talk to Jenna about this and be like, girl, I'm a content creator, right? I can help you. I can help, with this, right? It just gives very much hateration, and Like I said, it's getting on my nerves. So then they talked about how Aaron left, the event after having that conversation with Bryn. I'm still in agreement with uh, Aaron leaving that conversation because let's be real, every last one of y'all that was sitting there didn't even, listen to what she was saying. It was very rude and disrespectful for Bryn to talk to her husband like that, even if she was joking. It was disrespectful to say, when you're ready for the divorce, come talk to me and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not mad at Erin for how she felt in that particular moment. But the ladies was like, "Oh, you just know how Brent is. I don't give a damn how Brent is. Do not flirt with my husband. Don't talk about my vows are not my marriage is not real because we didn't exchange vows. Don't say anything. Don't say when you're ready for the divorce, come holler at me or anything of the sort. Don't say any of that. It is disrespectful, like completely disrespectful. And the fact that they were sitting there defending Brand, it just blew me. So let's oops, I didn't even put Cy on the screen, you guys, but y'all know who Cy is. Um so next up, who do we have? I think I got Jenna next. So let me go ahead and bring Jenna up on the screen. Jenna. Now you guys know how I feel about Jenna. I absolutely love Jenna. So we see Jenna. So Jenna is with her brother, and they're out there on, I believe they were at Rockefeller Center, right? So her brother is visiting her for the holidays. It's his wife and his her niece. So they're visiting from California. So while they were walking down about Rockefeller Center, where the Christmas tree is, she was letting him know what she got coming up while she's down there, right? And she was talking about the fact that she's going to be revamping some of the businesses down there. So she's going to be bringing people in who are African, black people, black designers or business owners, women, LGBT. I was like, come on, Jenna. I love Jenna. Like the more that these women say and do things when it comes to Jenna, the more I like Jenna. Like Jenna is the star of this show. I know Aaron wanted not Aaron, but I know Bren wanted to be the star, but Bren, my love, you're not. Just have to tell you that. Grady say you love Jenna too. Like, what is? I mean, it's just yeah. There's a lot that I love about Jenna. So they talked about that. So then Jenna was telling her brother about the girls trip, right? And how she doesn't want to wear a bathing suit. And you guys know Jenna has her this is it a disease or a disorder? I think it's a disorder that she has with her skin, with the pigmentation of her skin. I'm cool with whatever. I'm cool with that, right? I like the fact that Jenna is open about it. When they showed that picture of her teeth, I was like, wow. It's just interesting to look at that and look at how she is now. Because I don't think she has any teeth, period. So they put teeth in her mouth. Like, wow. Very cool. Okay, so I knew I thought I said it wrong the first time, but I thought it was a genetic disorder. We're gonna talk about that in just a little because I felt the way when we got toward the end of the episode with those ladies. I felt a big type of way with that one. So where are we at? So yeah, she was talking about that. She doesn't really feel comfortable wearing a bathing suit, and that's fine. So then we see as Jenna was at home, so she had dental surgery, right? And they showed us that. I was like, oh my god, did y'all really have to show us this? I mean, I know this is part of her life, but I did not want to see the inside of her mouth like that because it looked like it was a hole in her gums, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, ugh. I'm a little squeamish when it comes to certain things like that. So Erin stopped by, and I think she had some butternut squash soup, right? So they were talking about the trip that they're getting ready to go on, and Erin was saying that she was initially thinking about not coming. I was like, oh, really? So you would let Bryn keep you from going on a trip? I think that would be a little bit stupid, but I mean, hey, if you didn't want to go, you didn't want to go. So like I said a few minutes ago, when it comes to the brand situation with Aaron, I do agree with Aaron. I am on Aaron's side. I just think that what Brand said was very rude. Like I don't know how anybody can defend what Brand said, literally. So Here's the next thing that got me. So Jenna told the ladies in a text message that she was going to be flying to Anguilla 2 days before they get there, right? So then we see scenes where not Sai, actually, I think it was Sai, it was Jessel, and I know for sure it was Bren. So they are in their feelings about the fact that Jenna wants to fly there early so that she can tan, so that way she can wear a bathing suit. And I was like, why are y'all like y'all are upset because this lady wants to go 2 days early? What does that have to do with you? I get it. Y'all all probably wanted to fly there together, but what the hell does that have to do with you if she says, I want to go ahead and just go on this trip a little early? I just didn't understand that. They were upset about the fact that that woman wanted to go on the trip early. Hey, boo, how are you tonight? Like, I didn't understand the fact that these women were just so upset about the fact that Jenna wanted to go to the like what the hell. I was so frustrated, and I was really more so frustrated hearing Brand talk about it. It's like, why do y'all care if she wants to go 2 days early? That means that she's going to fly there on her own, get a hotel room, and then come and stay with y'all for the actual trip. So what are we bickering about at this point? Greta says Brand is trying too hard with the Samantha Jones act. Yeah, I think she is trying too hard. Like that really got on my nerves. So then um Jenna told Aaron that also she doesn't want to fly coach. I didn't find an issue with that either. Like if you got the money to upgrade your now Aaron did say that it's not there's no coach or business class with this particular this flight that they went on. So it's kind of, I guess it's just it's every seat for you just buy your seats and that's it. So I was like, okay, so why do y'all have an issue if this woman says she just wants to fly, she wants to fly business class? That means she wants to stretch her legs out, whatever. Y'all are doing the most for me, and it's upsetting me and my homegirl at this point. You say Jenna paid out of her pocket for the seat. Sai thinks she's the it girl. Sorry, boo, you not. She's really not. Sai, I think Sai wants to be the it girl because of her being a content creator, but outside of that, the it girl is actually Jenna, so they can feel how they want to feel. But I just don't get why they were so upset. It was annoying to me. So then the next thing we got is Bren. Now, the question that I have with Bren, because we see Bren and she's with her brother, right? The question that I have was a brother. Do they share the same father? Because now, granted, when it comes to Bren, she is very much so white passing, but her brother, he looks he now that throwback picture of her brother, I did see a little fro on him, and I did see a little tint to his skin color, but her brother in this scene looked like he was a white boy. I was like, or do they share the same father? And it ain't to be mean, rude, or disrespectful. You say because they didn't have the money to pay for that's that's kind of what is given. That's kind of what is given that they didn't have the money to say, hey, bump what production says. We gonna go on ahead and fly first class. You say the sad thing is they all have a coin but act like broke help us. They do act broke. They really do. You say yes, I got cousins like him. They skin color change. Yeah, I mean I have a cousin who's biracial, but his skin color stays the same. He he's nah, he can't. My cousin's not white passing. He's definitely you can see the black in him because his hair gives it, and his skin gives it. So you can definitely tell he's black. You said wait, except Bren, really, she's giving broke. I was gonna say Brand does kind of give a little like she's thrifty in a sense. I was gonna say that because I know Sai, she should have a little coin. Uba should have a coin from modeling. Erin is in real estate, so she should have a pretty coin, especially living in New York City. Jessel should have a coin with her being in the fashion industry. I still don't know what Brand does, but hey, but I don't know what Brand does, but hey, but they definitely give a little thrifty. Definitely give thrifty. Yeah, my cousin's hair gives him away all the time. Yeah, I agree. My cousin's hair, his hair is super curly, like curly, and when it grows into a huge afro. It goes into a huge afro. But I was just looking at her brother. I'm like, I don't see anything. But I'm like, I would assume that they have the same mom and dad. I think they do, but we see them as they went on the hike, right? Now, what I will say about Brent and her brother is they do look exactly alike. So, what I will say from Brent is there's a lot that Brent, I don't know if she's in therapy or not, but I definitely do think that she would benefit from sitting down with a therapist and just releasing all that she's dealt with her mom and with her dad, because I don't think that she's necessarily dealt with it and healed herself, because the way she was talking, it just sounded like it still affects her to this day, because she was talking about how she wants to settle down and she wants to, but then she said, maybe I just want kids. And then when she was saying about the fact that she doesn't necessarily want when she was talking about the engagement, how she's not an engagement girl, I was like, huh? I was like, please make that make sense. If you're not the engagement kind of girl, then don't have a long engagement. If you want to be married, say to your fiance, we can we can plan our wedding, but our wedding needs to be in, say, 6 months or so, nothing longer than that. So I didn't really understand her saying that she's not an engagement type of girl. I was like, huh? I really didn't understand what she meant in that particular moment, that she's not an engagement kind of girl. But I was like, okay, if that's what you want to say, sis, go off. You say my cousin's got black hair, black people hair, no curls, straight up Nita relaxer hair. Now my cousin, his hair is very curly, but he's cut it since we were kids. Because as a little boy, his hair was curly, but it still grew. It grew in a fro, but it was just very curly. It wasn't kinky. It was just curly. And you also say, I am sick of this story. And I think a lot of us are. I want a little bit more out of Bryn, but I don't know if she has more. But that's just me talking. Let me know what you guys think. Those are my opinions. I would definitely love to hear you guys' opinions as well. All right. So the next person we are going to move on to is Jessel. So, what I will say about Jessel is I feel like I'm liking her a little bit more than what I initially did in the beginning. So, her scene with her husband Pavitt. So Pavitt is getting ready to go to Vietnam. And when he said that he's going there for 3 days, but it takes him 20 hours to get over there, I was with Jessel. I was like, sir, that's a waste of time. 20 hours. That's almost a whole day is almost gone by at that point. And then you're gonna stay there. So you're gonna land, but you're gonna stay there for 3 days. Why not stay there long? Why not stay there maybe 5 days? But then she asked him, "Why are you going anyways?" He says, "Well, you're going on a girls trip." So, and he said, asked her why she going on a girls trip. I was like, "Sir, I know we can't break the fourth wall, but she's going because she's getting paid by Bravo and the production company to go on this cast trip." You say, we know you've been engaged for the thousandth time. Yeah, we know that she's been engaged for the thousandth time. Yeah, like it's given it's giving. If you guys used to watch the soap operas is giving Susan Lucci minus the 10 marriages that she had. She just has 10 multiple engagements. You say Jessel wants to be the mean girl, but she's failing miserably. She is. But I will say nice about Jessel in this particular episode was the fact that at the end, she was the only one, I'm getting ahead of myself, but she was the only one that went and had a conversation with Jenna. And that was the only thing that that was the only saving grace for her in this episode for me was her going up to Jenna and having a conversation with her because nobody else was. Um, but yeah, she asked her husband, why was he going? He really can't give her. I guess he's really trying to get away from her and them kids. Yeah, I'm sorry, but if 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 everybody comes back for a season 15, I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but yeah, I don't think their marriage is gonna survive. The more that this season keeps going on, I don't see their marriage surviving. I would hope that it would, but I don't see it. I literally don't see the marriage lasting. That's my personal opinion. I definitely want to hear what you guys think, and we would talk about it. I will call the divorce attorney. I would have called the divorce attorney before now because Vietnam came out his mouth. Right, you say I would call the divorce attorney right now because Vietnam came out of his mouth. Yeah, but I think that he's trying to get away from. Honestly, I think he's trying to get away from Jessel. That's my thing. I think he's trying to. At first I had been saying that I didn't think that Jessel liked him, but I think it's a mutual disdain. I don't think they have a. I don't think they like each other. He said, "This marriage is doomed 100%." And the crazy thing is, you would think that this is an arranged marriage, but it's not. Like, there's another marriage in the Real Housewives franchise that I think is doomed, and I'm gonna say this in the most politically correct thing. I'm not waiting for the divorce, but I would, for this couple's sake, because they don't like each other as well. Bill and Jennifer Aiden. Bill and Jennifer, that marriage, it is hanging on by a thread because Pavitt and Jessel actually remind me of Bill and Jennifer Aiden because I don't think either one of them, those couples, like each other like that. I think they are staying married because of their cultures. I really believe that's what it is. That's again, you guys can let me know what you think, but I think that that's what's going on because these marriages are very similar. Like I said, the only difference between Jennifer Aiden and Bill is that they were arranged, right? Weren't Bill and Jennifer arranged? I think they were, but these two, these two right here don't like it, baby. Girl, oh yeah, Bill can't stand Jennifer. He cannot. I don't know how Bill Aiden puts up with Jennifer. The fact that that man be out there don't he be like in the guest house and stuff, baby. Bill does not like Jennifer, and Pavitt is the same way with Jessel. But I got just like, why are you going to Vietnam? Like Vietnam. But I mean, sir, have at it. He said that he had a ticket and he needs some time away. I was like, girl, read the room because you obviously ain't reading it. But maybe you are reading it because, like I said, y'all don't like each other. I'm sorry. That comment just made me laugh. You said, but for Bill, it's cheaper to keep her. You ain't lying about that because I think that's really what it is with Bill is that it's just cheaper to keep Jennifer at this point because he cannot. Bill can't stand Jennifer, and neither can I. If you guys like Jennifer Aiden, I'm so sorry, but I'm not a Jennifer Aiden fan. Never saw a photo woman. I think that's why Uber and Aaron get into it because of Jenna. But I need Uber to stay away from my wife. Aaron is a flip flopper. I still do kind of like Aaron, but she's a flip flopper. Now, what I will say, so the ladies all get to Anguilla, right? production, I need y'all to stop this. This is something that we've solved for years and years and years at this point, right? The room situation. So y'all picked a place that didn't have enough beds for all, have enough space for all the women. So two women are gonna have to share. Uber was like, you know what? I'll share with somebody, and she's sharing with Jessel. Production. Why do we keep doing that? Like that is so old. It used to be fun back in the day. I think it was fun for a little bit, especially back with Atlanta. It used to be fun to see the women argue over, just kind of get into it over the room situation. But then it got to the point where we saw it coming and we're like, oh my God, can we please stop with this stuff, right? So they get to where it's standing. It's really nice, right? But like I said, this room situation, if you don't have enough rooms for me on the trip, I'm gonna say, you know what? It's gonna be a no for me, dog. I'm gonna go get a hotel, and whatever events you want to do, I'll definitely be there to be around you guys. But as far as me fighting for a room, as far as me sharing a room with anybody, it's a vacation. Why do I need to share a room with a person? I am on vacation. Only person if I'm going on vacation that I need to share a room with is my spouse, my significant other. But my friends, no. So, Aaron, you were being messy in this particular scene when you were sitting down with the girls. And they was asking where was Jenna at, right? So Erin decides that she wants to take it upon herself and tell the ladies, well, you guys know that Jenna, she flew here, she came here 2 days before, and I had talked to Jenna, and Jenna said that she didn't want to fly coach. Ma'am, she told you a lot more than she didn't want to fly coach. She told you about her genetic disorder, and that, yeah, it didn't hurt that she wanted to fly coach, but that wasn't the main reason. Like, I was like, now come on, like, let's stop putting 20 on 10, right? So they all want to get upset about the fact that Jenna flew first class. She didn't want to fly coach. Why do y'all care? Like I said earlier in the live, if she paid for it out of pocket, why do you give a hot diggity dog damn? Like, I don't get it. So then Jenna came, right? And when she came, you could tell she really was tan. She had tan, like she was tan. So they want to just drill into Jen. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, this makes no sense to me. And the two biggest people coming at her are not Aaron, but Cy and Brent. And Brent is like, well, you should open up more to. I wasn't talking to you. Brent is like, you should open up to us. Well, we don't know about this and we don't know about that. And your insecurities. She may have an insecurity with her skin, but y'all need to sit there and just like be supportive of her and say, okay, you know what? We get it. You want to come here a few days earlier, but it's not like she didn't tell y'all. Like, that's the thing that's bothering me. She told y'all she was coming 2 days earlier. You say Aaron was trying to fit in with the group. Yeah, I do. That's what I get as well. That she was trying to fit in, but at the expense of throwing Jenna under the bus, I just did not like that. Right. But and Jenna said to Aaron, she's like, not Aaron, but to Brent, she's like, you've never saw me on the red carpet with my body exposed. And she was like, well, I've never looked at you on the red carpet. Girl, okay. Okay, if that's what you want to say, ma'am. You probably Googled this woman to see who she was. So you probably have saw her on the red carpet. They really got on my nerves. Like, that whole scene just annoyed me. It was just a bunch of grown women just arguing over nothing. So then Cy wants to bring up the damn clothes again. I was like, the stuff that Jenna keeps giving them. Ma'am, let me say this loud and clear for you one more time. If you don't want to post Jenna's stuff, you don't have to post her stuff. Stop talking about it. Like literally stop talking about it. If she did not give you a contract to say, I want you to post this stuff for me, then she was giving it to you just to give it to you. If it didn't come with any stipulations, then it was just a gift. It was just her stuff that she has that she says, maybe I think that you would like this. Like, y'all are doing the most for me, and it's really annoying me. You say Bravo paid for the trips. Yep, they did. The food, yep, and the plane tickets. But Jenna said, I don't want to ride coach. Absolutely. Instead, she paid for her plane ticket so she can switch. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Bravo paid for everything for them. When Jenna got that plane ticket from Bravo, she said, in the production company, she said, you know what? I don't want to fly like that. I want to go, business class. I want to be able to stretch my legs out and enjoy my flight there. Like, so for them, it was just like being a dead horse with a stick, to be quite honest with you, for me personally, because they were really working they were tip tapping on my last nerve. But yeah, you guys, that was the episode. It really, it wasn't much, but it was okay. So yeah, that's Real Housewives of New York City. So like I said, you guys, I was supposed to do Salt Lake City after this, but it's already 11 o'clock at night here in Texas. So I will be going live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. to do a new season of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Let me know if did you guys watch this episode, tonight's episode of Salt Lake City? If you did, I found this on the web. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Jeez, Louise. Let me know if you guys watched Salt Lake City. You said it was stupid. Hopefully next week will be better. I hope so. I really do, because this episode was just nothing to me. You say I gave up on Salt Lake City. I did too. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. The only reason why I was watching Salt Lake City tonight is because Mary made her a reappearance on this show, and I just want to see how it went. Because for me, Salt Lake City, I gave up on season 2 of Salt Lake City when the racist was there. But yeah, that was the only reason why I watched tonight. But so you guys say you did not watch, but I hope you guys will join me tomorrow for. If you guys aren't able to join me for the live, then I'll see you guys in a replay. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about Salt Lake City now. I'm not promising that I'm gonna stick with this. It's not a promise at all. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Because I also have dropped Love and Hip Hop. So yeah, Love and Hip Hop is done for me. After Erica Mena said what she said last week, I am absolutely 100% done with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's a no for me. I have not seen one episode. This is my first episode that I've saw since the season finale of season 2. It was okay, I guess. It was alright. It wasn't. I haven't finished it, but it was alright. It ain't something. It ain't nothing to phone home about. But yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow. So that's it, you guys. I won't hold you guys and myself too much longer. So I hope you guys have a great night. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed, you guys, and I will see you guys. So let me see, what time is this live scheduled for? So I have this get live scheduled for tomorrow, I believe at 11:15 a.m. Central Time. You say I'm gonna ride this season out to see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna ride it out as well. Y'all know how I am with Housewives. I watch pretty much every city with the exception of New Jersey. That's the only one that I don't faithfully watch. But yeah, you guys, I will catch you guys tomorrow morning at 11:15 Central Time. And like I said, you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys then. Bye, guys.